Hello, how are you feeling? I'm feeling slightly better. Getting there, I'm getting there. Each day is a little better than the last. I hope this keeps going, because, I'm back in Japan. I'd like to spend time with people and have fun, not just sit at home all day and choke on my own mucus. Anyway, went back to work today. Um, Kind of an unusual day for me. I had two first time experiences, both of which I probably should have had by now. Number one, I had my very first speech contest. Okay, I've been in Japan now for a long time. I've been teaching kids for a long time. I've heard lots of my peers, friends, talk about the speech contest where Japanese kids get together. They give these speeches in English. Obviously, they're Japanese kids, but they're learning English and they write a speech in English, and usually people like me end up judging them. Well, today was my first time doing that. And when I agreed to this, weeks ago, I figured, oh, it'll be a thing where people show up at our building and they sit around for an hour and I listen to these speeches and then maybe I write down some notes and I pick a winner or whatever. No, 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 no. This was my entire day. Okay, the morning was for the individual speeches, and the afternoon was for the group speeches. And I was there listening to all of them, and I had to assign them a particular score or a metric. And it wasn't like a 1 to 10. It's like, here are like a dozen categories, and all of them are like 1 to 7. And you got to score them all. And oh yeah, don't forget, you have to ask a question every group too. So yeah, it took my entire day. But I say that it wasn't boring. It was not interesting. The kids, they worked really hard on these speeches, and while their level of ability and the product that they came up with varied greatly, some kids spoke really well. Some kids could barely read their own notes, but I could tell how hard they worked on all the stuff, and I really appreciate that. And when someone asked me about speech contests, in America, because of course I was there, so they got to ask me, what's it like in America? And I was like, when I was in high school and I studied French, you couldn't get me to write a speech like this in French. Not about an actual topic with research. I could have written a speech in French about, like, my dog or, you know, maybe a memory from my childhood. But these kids were writing, they had speeches about, like, politics and stuff. There were two different speeches about, gay rights and marriage. And, one person had a really good speech about, or in her speech about LGBTQ people, she pointed out that the term sexual minority is kind of ridiculous because there are just as much queer people out there as, like, left-handed people. And we don't talk about, left-handed people being like the handed majority. It's like they're just left-handed people, and, like, maybe you look, oh, left-handed, but we talk about gays and lesbians and trans people like there's some sort of unicorn. Like, no, there's thousands and thousands, maybe millions, they're all out there. So yeah, I really enjoyed the speeches. I wish the event had taken less time, but whatever. It was fascinating, and I'm glad I'd take part in it. And given that I'm still sick, it was a lot of listening for me. So not that much talking. I really appreciated that part. And the second thing was, after I spent my whole day doing that, and my, like, upper boss was there, I think she recognized that that was kind of my whole day, and she, I think, wanted to make it up to me that I spent my whole day doing that, and because I didn't have to, like, they asked for volunteers, and I volunteered, so she bought me a smoothie. She's like, what kind of smoothies do you like? And I said, I have never had a smoothie, because I haven't. I've been to malls with, like, I've had, like, fruit juices before, but I've never had a smoothie, so I had a smoothie today. It was strawberry. I liked it very much. I didn't have much time to drink it, of course, because my last hour of work was spent reading my 303 emails that were sitting in my inbox after all my weeks of vacation, in between coworkers coming up to me and asking me questions about the future, which is like, I've been gone for weeks, so your questions about the future, you got to tell me what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, weird day. Not a bad day, just a weird day. I do look forward to actually doing my regular job tomorrow because I got a lot of catching up to do. I got to make a schedule for next week, and I've got 4 days to do it. Normally by now I've done the next week's schedule. Tomorrow I get to start next week's schedule. I can do it. Maybe I'll have another smoothie. Maybe. Because it's hot. Anyway, I'm late and I'm tired. So, good night, everybody. I love you.